Hello and welcome to another edition of National Focus. I'm your presenter Mervin. Thank you for joining us. Top in the headlines, GIS Dominica Limited celebrates its customers. Consultation on small business policy and legislation to take place later this month. And grade 6 students of the Granbury Primary School encouraged to continue on their path of success. Stay with us for details of these and other stories right after the break.
The facts as they are, brought to you every day, only on GIS Channel 7.
Welcome back. Time now for the details of the news. The 29th of June marked 8 years since the government of Dominica signed the Petro-Carib Energy Agreement with the government of Venezuela. Since then, numerous projects, including the construction of the Salabia Primary School, the Rosalie Pilit-Soufriere Road, and airport extension works at the Melville Oil Airport, have all been funded under the initiative of the Petro-Carib organization. On Wednesday, PDV Carib Dominica celebrated Customer Appreciation Day. This activity was not only part of commemorating 8 years of service, but to show their appreciation to the customers as well as businesses who made this success possible. During the event, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Housing and Lands, Honorable Ivor Stevenson, expressed his gratitude to the countless benefits that the Petro-Carib Energy Agreement has brought to Dominica.
I am particularly elated, however, because this event represents the fulfillment of that mission to bring the benefits of the Petro-Carib initiative to Dominica.
Stevenson also noted that the entry of Dominica into the Petro-Carib family was well worth the move. According to the minister, Petro-Carib went above and beyond on their promise to be an independent and active development partner to Dominica, and is doing so in tangible ways.
We all will recall that the entry of Dominica into the Petro-Carib family of nations was met with much debate and skepticism. We should vividly recall that Petro-Carib was painted as a wolf in sheep's clothing, seeking to exploit our economic vulnerability and our innocence. Today, every centenarian knows better. Every beneficiary of the Yes We Care program knows better.
Venezuela's ambassador, His Excellency Hayden Pirela Sanchez, highlighted the achievements of the PDV Carib Dominica Limited. He stated that it has developed well and congratulated them on their vast community development.
These projects that Venezuela is developing here in Dominica
necesitan la colaboración y el corazón de todos los que habitan en Dominica.
needs the heart of all of those that are collaborating here in Dominica.
Nosotros los venezolanos
We are the Venezuelans.
hacemos esto con mucho amor,
We do this with a lot of love.
como nos enseñó el presidente Hugo Chávez
How President Hugo Chavez taught us,
y como nos está enseñando y sigue el presidente Nicolás Maduro.
and how now the President Nicolás Maduro is continuing teaching us.
Pero necesitamos
But we need
ese cariño de ustedes.
that affection from you all.
Algunas veces sentimos
Sometimes we feel
que los proyectos que estamos desarrollando
that the projects that we are developing,
parece que no son valorados por
They're-
algunos dominicos.
that are not valued by some people.
Y eso lo queremos despertar en todos ustedes.
And that we want to awaken
Vamos a
here in
seguir
Dominica.
trabajando
We are going to continue working,
a pesar de algunas cosas negativas que suceden en algunas oportunidades.
even though we have gotten some negative aspects in
Porque
some of the,
lo que nos interesa
what is interests us
es la gente más necesitada de Dominica.
is the most needed people here in Dominica.
Eso fue lo que nos enseñó Hugo Chávez Frías
That is what Hugo Chávez Frias
Y eso
taught
es lo que
us.
vamos a hacer.
And that is what we're going to do.
En nombre de Venezuela,
In the name of Venezuela,
muchas gracias.
thank you very much.
Y este embajador
And this ambassador
va a trabajar
is going to work
por la gente más necesitada en Dominica.
for the most needed people here in Dominica.
Muchas gracias.
According to General Manager of PDV Carib Dominica Limited, the profits of the company from January to May were 21 million EC dollars for diesel, $40,690 for LPG, 1.4 million EC dollars for gas, and 46,000 EC dollars for asphalt. The total amount of profit is estimated at 23 million EC dollars. He expresses gratitude to customers, clients, and agents who supported PDV Carib Dominica Limited.
It is all of you customers, clients, and agents who have made our success over the last 5.5 years possible. You stuck with us over this period of learning and growth. You have kept faith in us and our ability to deliver the promised benefits. The fact that you have remained is a measure of our success in delivering those benefits. We are indeed grateful to all of you customers for your support thus far. We look forward to building an enduring relationship for our mutual benefit.
Paul Moses, Deputy Manager of PDV Carib Dominica Limited, says that although the journey was hard, the dedicated staff of PDV Carib were committed to help Dominica receive the benefits which were provided by the Petro-Carib Energy Agreement.
When we won the contract to supply Domlec with diesel in February of 2008, we had very little time to organize the required resources and local expertise to meet our obligations under the contract. Consequently, we met with bumps and stops here and there along the journey. But we knew our mission. We knew there were benefits from the Petro-Carib Agreement, and we were committed to ensuring that Dominica received those benefits. This mission was our motivation. It is it which reassured us to overcome every challenge along the way. It is this mission that propelled us to succeed. And it is the support and encouragement of all of you, customers, agents, clients, that urged us along because you kept faith with us. We held true to our mission.
Meantime, Sales and Marketing Manager of PDV Carib Dominica Limited, Ian Pinard, elaborated on many of the benefits and the projects provided to the people of Dominica by the Venezuelan company.
You can see where Dominica doesn't produce oil or petroleum products. And when Petro-Carib come in, we have trained over 33 individuals in the petroleum industry, and significant amount of dollars has been spent in our staff to train our staff, and a lot more investment in terms of infrastructure.
He noted that PDV Carib Dominica Limited has moved from selling one product in diesel to manufacturing LPG gas, gasoline, and asphalt.
We have seen where we were selling one product in diesel, and where we can boast that we are selling LPG, gasoline, asphalt. And this is a company that is growing, and every year Petro-Carib in Dominica has grown.
The company has funded many enterprises in Dominica, such as providing $1.4 million in gas stations for fishermen, constructing the Sufrias Quartet Sea Defense Wall, and has constructed and donated 40 petrocasas. In more news, the Dominica Employment and Small Business Support Agency will later this month embark on a consultative exercise with stakeholders on the issue of small business policy and legislation. This consultancy is part of the agency's ongoing effort to positively transform the small business sector in Dominica. Executive Director of the Employment and Small Business Support Agency, Alexander Stevenson, during the Small Business Forum at the Fortune Hotel on Wednesday, said the consultation will seek to look at a number of outstanding issues, including the revised draft bankruptcy legislation.
As the agency is actively making progress to deliver on behalf of the government of Dominica for the small business community, a small business/entrepreneurship policy and strategic plan, small business legislation, updated bankruptcy legislation, the development of websites for small business owners, preparation of business plans, preparation of accounts, the preparation of a simplified payroll processing, and DSS/PAYE returns in an Excel format, and limited financial assistance. The above listing of activities, when fully embraced by the small business community and strategic partners, will show signs of a positively transformed small business sector.
Stevenson said the agency is in the process of delivering on a number of activities which will elevate the standards of small business activity on the island.
As the agency is actively making progress to deliver on behalf of the government of Dominica for the small business community, a small business/entrepreneurship policy and strategic plan, small business legislation, updated bankruptcy legislation, the development of websites for small business owners, preparation of business plans, preparation of accounts, the preparation of a simplified payroll processing, and DSS/PAYE returns in an Excel format, and limited financial assistance. The above listing of activities, when fully embraced by the small business community and strategic partners, will show signs of a positively transformed small business sector.
He says a verification exercise involving small businesses island-wide will be conducted later this month.
As a precursor to these activities, the agency will begin this July an island-wide verification exercise of small businesses, both formal and informal, the availability of skilled labor within a 3-mile radius of these businesses, the skills gaps of small business owners and their employees, the levels of business duplication within a 1, 3, 5, and 10-mile radius from each other, the readiness of small businesses for export opportunities, the challenges of the employees to provide adequately for their households, and the availability of public transport for second job prospects. This survey is expected to be completed by mid-October 2013.
The Employment and Small Business Support Agency, which was established in 2010 under the Ministry for Employment, Trade, Industry and Diaspora Affairs, has the responsibility of formulating and implementing employment and small business development policies. A parliamentary representative for the Roseau Valley constituency, Honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre, is impressed with the development of the Sulphur Trail and Baths. The sign for the project was officially unveiled following the ceremony at the Wharton Waven Community Center on Tuesday. The project, which began in June 2009, is an initiative of the Wharton Waven Development Committee and was funded by the Small Business Support Unit, the Government of Dominica, and Clement PLW.
Wharton Waven in the Roseau Valley has tremendous potential, and they're blessed with good leadership as well as strong people who understand the product they have. And more we are seeing the integration of our people in terms of they being part of that product. It's a community-based product, it's owned by the people of Wharton Waven, and that's something we look forward to.
Minister for Tourism Honorable Ian Douglas says the Sulphur Trail and Baths project is a unique tourism product. He gave details of the various aspects of this project.
The continued development and investment in our tourism products and services will further enhance Dominica's nature island brand. This project offers an exciting hike through lush green vegetation down a slope where one gets a panoramic view of the majestic mountains and picturesque surroundings. The tour offers an experience which is new and exciting, since the area has remained practically unspoilt. One will encounter fumaroles with boiling hot sulfur water and geothermal hotspots. The site is expected to attract nature lovers, conservationists, hikers, geologists, and soft adventure tourists. The committee has also initiated an adopt-a-block program where the main focus is the maintenance, enhancement and beautification of a section of the community which includes the Tourism Reception Center and the Sulphur River Trail area.
The vision of the overall project plan includes the addition of 2 or more baths, changing areas, a riverside bar, and lighting of the trail to accommodate evening tours and to ensure safety of patrons. Students of the Clifton Primary School had the opportunity to see firsthand various lessons taught in the classroom throughout the school year. Students were given a field trip to visit their natural surroundings, manufacturing industries, and communication centers. As part of this ongoing initiative, on Monday, the students visited the Office of the Government Information Service to see firsthand what they learned about communication centers.
Okay, normally at the end of every term, or normally at the end of the school year, we take the students on an educational tour, or we call it a field trip, so that we can reinforce certain things that we did in lessons in the classroom. So we are visiting natural features and communication centers, and also manufacturing industries.
Students received a tour of the office and got an appreciation for how information is prepared and disseminated. They received a practical demonstration of news presentation.
Hello and welcome to GIS News. I am Ryan Simon. In tonight's news, students and teachers of the Clifton Primary School visited the Office of the Government Information Service on Monday.
Hello and welcome to GIS News. I am Laura Sebastian. In tonight's news, students and teachers of the Clifton Primary School visited the Office of the Government Information Service on Monday. While there, they met with staff and saw how the news is prepared each day. We will bring you details in just a moment.
25 grade 6 students of the Grand Bay Primary School formally ended their primary school education with an official school leaving and the prize-giving ceremony on Thursday. The ceremony was held at the school's auditorium under the theme, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Candice Pond, who received several subject prizes and awards, received the Student of the Year award. School Principal Evans James, in congratulating the school leavers, reported a significant improvement by the school at this year's Grade 6 National Assessment.
The level of assessments given by the teachers throughout the school is of a very high standard. The results of the Grade K, 1, 2, and 6 National Assessments is testimony to what is happening in the classes now. Statistics show that for the past 5 years, the school has been making improvement, which is more significant this year. You have created history at the Grand Bay Primary School for being the first group to perform so well in the Grade 6 National Assessment for over 10 years. Thank you to the parents who kept faith in the school.
The school principal, in looking ahead, said the school will continue to work towards reaping even greater academic success. He encouraged the graduates to continue on their path of success.
This is not the end for you. You need to continue creating history, and that will make your parents, your school, and your community proud of you. I want you to be the first group of students to get not only one student, but the first group of students to get 12 grade 1s in CXC at the secondary school. Other Dominican students have done it, so you can do it.
A principal of the Pierre Charles Secondary School, Shirley Samuel, also addressed the school leaving ceremony. She expressed optimism that with God's guidance, the students will continue to achieve.
Despite the fact where others have reached, you must look for yourself. Say to yourself, I am going to make it. Decide that today, when I get to Petrel Secondary School, I am going to make it. I am going to become the person that the Lord has created me to become. Each one of you, God has ordained a future for you. You must give the Lord a chance in your life and work with Him that you can reach that goal.
A parliamentary representative for the Granby constituency, Honorable Justina Charles, also attended the school leaving ceremony. Mrs. Charles, congratulating the students of grade 6, commended the school body and the parents for ensuring the students' success.
And I am certain that the parents, because I walk the streets and I hear it, the parents and the persons from Granby will agree that there has been marked improvement at the Granby Primary School, not just in academics, but in all other areas of your child's development. So I really want to commend you, sir, for the work that you've done. I want to commend all the teachers. I want to also commend the parents, because I think it's a collective approach, and it takes a team in order for us to succeed.
To show her appreciation, the parliamentary representative opened up savings accounts for the students from the Granby Primary School who received the scholarships and the bursaries at the grade 6 national assessments.
Yes, I have gone to the PHL Secondary School. Are we listening? I've gone to the PHL Secondary School where I know there is a credit unionette at the school, and I have started an account for all the scholarships and the bursaries within the school now. Those who got scholarships and bursaries. Now, as I said, that money will be put towards assisting them with their school-based this SBA school-based assessment, and there's the other one that you do, Miss CSEC. Right. So this money will assist them towards that. For the children who have gotten the scholarship, I have started the account with $250.
Mrs. Charles presented the recipients with their saving account books at the school leaving ceremony. Meantime, the feature address was delivered by past student Malik Stewart. He reminded the young ones of core principles for their continued success.
The grade 6 national assessment, or the common entrance as we know it, may be over, but remember, another chapter begins. Ensure that you put your all into what you do in order to reap all the benefits that high school awards you.
We will bring you more on the Granby Primary School's leaving ceremony on Friday's newscast. And that's the English segment of the news. We now join McPherson St. Luce for the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Caribbean Export qui a gardé du vent pour certaines conditions étaient prises en Dominique, tapé assistance grant pour business à eux. Parole celle-là sorti de officier Caribbean Export, M. Grégoire Thomas.
C'est un programme qui est compétitif et pas pour une allocation pour Dominique, une allocation pour Saint-Lucie. C'est un programme où tout pays qui carry forum ça fait application pour taper l'argent ça là. Ça Caribbean Export ka gade pour application ou là moun ni un bon l'idée ça yo le fait yo ni bon plan comment yo le accompli ça yo le fait et vers comment yo ka le financer programme ça là Caribbean Export qui si application successful Caribbean Export qui fait l'argent ça là possible pour compagnie servir. Mais il y a un petit problème pour autant entreprises Dominique qui manière Caribbean Export qui fait l'argent ça là possible c'est ces entreprises là n'est pour dépenser l'argent ça là avant. Yo n'est pour ni l'argent pour yo dépenser avant. Et bien, après dépenser l'argent ça là, ça fait application pour ça taper refunds. Autant ces entreprises là, si yo fait application, et bien yo prend l'argent pour développer proposal, yo kenny un problème. Et bien, yon c'est bité nous les fait Caribbean Export les fait c'est pour faire une discussion et puis ces banques là pour faire connaître pour taper pour bailler plus confiance. Qui ça Caribbean Export qu'a fait c'est depuis Caribbean Export décidé pour bailler l'argent pour banque là même et c'est bailler cette prise l'argent pour ça fait ça yo le fait.
En autre nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique a bien supporté Petro-Caraïbes et puis Venezuela quantité assistance pays là qu'a recevoir. Parole celle-là sorti de secrétaire parlement en ministre Petro-Caraïbes Honorable Ivor Stevenson, qu'on compagnie ça l'a été observé journée appréciation mercredi semaine ça là.
Le gouvernement qui a appelé autant assistance au gouvernement Venezuela Et puis ça nous avons c'est ça, différentes manières, nous avons tant différents bagages qui viennent de Dominique. Tout actuellement nous sommes le Venezuela qui viennent pour faire marcher en plan pour faire café. Et puis nous sommes en plan pour tuer bêtes, cochons et puis poules qui monter en la parc. Et puis actuellement nous savons que fini chimie Rosalie pour aller petit souffrir. So, nous avons autant de différents bagages. Le gouvernement dominicain bénéficie du gouvernement Venezuela. Et puis nous avons complémenté pour ce travail-là qu'on fait pour Dominique. Et puis toutes ces différentes assistances qu'on a pour que la vie de Dominique meilleure.
Le gouvernement dominique a enacté la législation qui a concerné les gens qui ont exporté wildlife, ça c'est des bagages comme manicou et cribish, pays là. Parole ça sorti officier forward, M. Ronald Charles, au ligne de gens qui ont chambé dimanche qui passé, et puis wildlife qui était pour exporter l'autre pays.
Le cabinet Dominique a pris une décision déjà pour lever punition pour les gens qui ont fait ces bagages. Masado à présent exactement comment mais ça nous jouait, ça nous a il est plus haut parce ça à présent. À présent c'est $400. $400 et bien 3 mois pour prison. $400 et loi a été passé en 1976. 1976. Et puis $400 à l'Est, c'est autant d'argent. À présent, $400, c'est pas autant d'argent. So, ça, gouvernement, cabinet Dominique, j'ai déjà fait. Ils ont déjà pris une décision pour lever ça, bien haut.
Et puis finalement, ICT autant important pour le développement au pays. Parole ça sorti officier éducation ICT, M. Ibrahim Durand qui a créé à ce monde pour prendre l'avantage bagaille ICT.
Ça m'a dit que c'est pour nous apprendre à servir bagaille la vite. Il y a autant de monde qui a gagné ces outils avec ces équipements. Ils connaissent ça comme si c'était son style. Autant là, ils pas même savent qui mise bénéfice de ça taper hot bagaille ça, hot phone ça là, hot ordinateur ça là, hot internet là. Parce que nous avons créé sur toute la public pour taper monnaie, pour comprendre bagaille là bien, et pour apprendre à servir. Et plus important que ça, pour ça servir de façon, pour ça gagner en vivre, pour ça faire l'argent hardly, comme ça nous mettre par nous à le développement économique par service ICT.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moins, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip of the day.
Scary. Everything just shaking and making big creaky noises.
Earthquakes, big and small, take place in the Caribbean at least 10 times a year.
The dishes rattling and falling and breaking, then Vonnie started to scream.
All I could think to do was shout, "Get outside, get out!"
Earthquakes, hazards, take control, reduce your loss. If an earthquake hits, what can you do? Get down. Get under an item of furniture like a table. Hold on and stay there until the quake passes. Find out lots more about earthquakes and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from your National Disaster Office and Sidera.
The world has a limited amount of resources available and more people use them up. If we want our future generations to enjoy the same standard of living we've experienced, we need to take action. Going green has become a necessity, and there are many little things we can do in our homes to play a small part in reducing landfill waste, cleaning the air, and preserving the natural landscape. Here are some small, easy green choices we can make in our homes. Plant a herb garden, switch your light bulbs to CFLS, create a homemade compost bin, use reusable bags, and turn off lights when you leave the room. These simple steps can not only protect the environment, but are cost efficient as well. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website at news.gov.dm. Friend us on our Facebook page and be sure to like our GIS Dominica fan page. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire news production team, I'm Mervin. Thank you for watching.